affixation in Tani languages. I'll be talking on affixation in Tani languages with special reference to verbs in Nyishi. Well, Nyishi is spoken in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. And to give a small overview of the state, Arunachal Pradesh, the largest of the 7 sister states of Northeast India, is a reservoir of numerous ethnic and linguistic communities, some of which extend their fraternity to Tibet, Bhutan, and Myanmar. The languages of the state may be broadly divided into a wider Sino-Tibetan, a smaller Thai group of languages, and into ethno-linguistic groups. Thus, the languages of the state may be categorized into Lolo-Burmese languages like Lizu Yobin, Buddhist languages, Shangla Broke, Khamba, Memba, Mayor, Lishpa, Chukpa. Then Sal languages, Tangsa, Wancho, Nokte, Singpho. Tani languages, Nyishi, Adi, Apatani, Galo, Tagin, Mishin. Then Mishmi languages, Idu, Digaru, Mizu. Then Russo language, Rusoaka, and Thai Khamti and other Thai varieties. Now, the Nyishi community is the largest ethnic group in Arunachal Pradesh and is spread across 7 districts, a very big area of the state. Kradadi, Kurungkume, East Kameng, Pakumpare, parts of Lower Subansiri, Kamle, and Pakkekesang districts, and also in the pockets of Lakhimpur and Sonitpur districts of Assam. In each district, Nyishi resides with various other speakers of Tani languages like Apatani, Adi, Galo, Tagin, and a few other non-Tani languages like Puruik, Bangru, Aka, and Sajolang. Nyishi is morphologically an agglutinating language and is classified under the Tani subgroup of Tibeto-Burman languages. Mark Post has worked extensively on Tani languages with reference to a special reference to Galo language. And in his opinion, Tani languages show extensive predicative derivations with semantically rich verb roots and simple stems, which are interpretable as compounded lexical roots. I come to dialectal variations of Nyishi. Dialectal variations in Nyishi, just as in any other lesser known language, cannot be overlooked, particularly because standardization is not well manifested in the literature. And well, the Nyishi Elite Society has taken the initiative to compile dictionary, and they have considered the variety of Kradadi district and touching upon the language of Kurungkume, a district like Sangram area, and some parts of Papumpare district, that is Mengyo Sagali area. These varieties they have compiled for compiling words in dictionary. Well, I have incorporated all the variations of dialectal variations of Nyishi so as to understand the language as a whole. And in my study, I've considered the dialectal variations as many as possible, but I find that it is not easy to compartmentalize the various dialectal forms under broad, discrete districts or regions. So these are the problems I faced, which you will come to see soon. The language broadly may be divided into 4 parts: upper belt, middle belt, lower belt, and again a western belt. In upper belt, there's Kurungkume district, Kradadi, and some parts of Kamle. In middle belt, some parts of lower Subansiri district like 02 area, and some parts of Kamle. Lower belt is Pakumpare district, some parts of lower Subanshri. And in western belt, East Kameng and Pakke Kesang. Dialectal variations of Nyishi, when I've tried to find in verbs, say, I've seen that there are 4 dialectal variations. One is Kameng Pakke region, the other is Kei Pakumpare region, third is Kurungkume region, and Kamle Scenic region. In Kameng Pakke region, tel is pronounced as Gyotam. In Kei Pakumpare region, it's Bingtam, Betam, or Gotam. In Kurungkume region, it's Bingtam or Gyotam. In Kamle Scenic region, it's Mentam. Again, I have tried to see in my work dialectal variations I've come across for verb do or let speak. There are 3 forms for do: li, ri, and ni. So in 0-2 area, it's li, and it's upper belt, not very clear. Upper belt, there is ri is pronounced for do verb, and in lower belt, it's ni. For let speak, I found 3 variations. One is belia, which is spoken in 0-2 area. The other is bingriya. It's that is it's actually bingriya. Let's speak. This little error here. Bingriya is let's speak, which is in Lower Subanshri, Pakumpare, and Kurungkume. And in Itanagar, it's Bea, let's speak. In the future word, I have seen there are 3 forms: Tai, Tarin, and Talin. So Tarin is said in lower belt and middle belt, like Zoram, Doimukh, Pakumpare, lower Subanshri, and some parts of Pakke Kesang. And Tarin is said in upper belt, Kurungkume, Kradadi, Kamle, some parts of Pakke Kesang, East Kameng, some parts of Pakumpare district, in Leporyang, Parang, and Mengyo area. And Talin is very limited used. It's used in lower belt in 0-2 Yajali, Yacholi, Zoram, Talo. The methodology involves fieldwork, my fieldwork in Nyishi, long back during my stay in Pakumpare and Lower Subanshri district in the year 1997 to 2000. And presently, I obtained the data through telephonic and internet communications. And also a Nyishi dictionary, which was provided by one of the informants, Stephen Taku, which has helped me to understand the verbs. Before starting the work, I acknowledge I'm immensely grateful to the native speakers of Nyishi community. My special thanks to all my teachers, Stephen Taku, Tarchoya, Karamama, and Galo informant Iliriba. The focus is presenting Nyishi incorporating dialectal variations in verbs and reduplicated structures. Semantic derivations of affixes of Nyishi verbs, comparison of some affixes with another Tani language, that is Galo, and I'm still pondering on, is affixation rich in case of all verb roots in Nyishi? Now I'm facing these questions. How to define the morphological structure of the words of Tani languages with special reference to Nyishi? Should we consider the semantically rich affixes as bound words? How to deal with the verbs which bordered the morphosyntactic possibility of being free and bound word? What could be the status of these meaningful bound word forms in the dictionary? Is the productivity of affixes found more with some verbs compared to a larger section of verbs? I'm still working on these points. So I start with temporal affixes. Present habitual is do. With the verb go, ang do, it's I go, he goes, you go. So there is no alteration with the change in the personal pronouns. Present perfect takes the suffix pa or pakune. So be is the say verb. So be or bing or bempa or bempa kune, which is present perfect. In past tense, there are 3 kinds of suffixes: ne, pan tukune. So G is give verb. Jine or jikune is gave. Ang is go verb. So ankune, angne, angtene is went. Be is say verb. So be or bingpan told. De is eat verb. De tukune ate. For future, we find ta, tari, taku, tariku, tariku, tarikune. These are all possible, but mainly tain, tarin, talin. And progressive, it's dung. The formation of noun suffixes. Nam. Nam means that which is being done. So if I suffix nam with say verb, be or bing nam or benam, it means speech. Re is verb do. So renam is work. De is verb eat. So denam is that which is eaten or edible. Now the other suffix is gum, which means process of doing. So if I say bingam or begum, which means process of speaking. Degam, de is verb eat. So degam will be process of eating or food. And ang is verb go. So angam will be going or journey. Laikula or laila, which means progressive and resulting to something. So if laikula or laila is suffix to verb ni or re, that is do verb, we get by doing something, by doing so something came about. So ni laikula or re laikula. So here's the first sentence. By farming, I bought ornaments. Rek ngo re laikula lakte repa. So by farming, I earned money, and which resulted into purchase of ornaments. It's like that. You can also use with other verbs like ang laikula. Ang is go verb. Ang laikula is by going to somewhere, something came about. Next is pila or pela, which means after. If pila or pela is suffix to say verb, like bing pila, bepela, bempela, these are all dialectal variations, which means say after. So I take the sentence number 3. After singing a song, I will speak about him. So ngo bemin or bingmin sam, bingpila muam betain or bingtarin. So this is how it is used, bingpila. After singing a song, I will speak about him. Pi or pila can be used with other verbs. This is tam. Tam means to offer. So tampi or tampela is after offering. Next is ma or mu, which means let. So you can see the structure, bemtalin or bingmutarin or bingmutayin. Be is savor, m is or mu is let, and talin or tayin is future. So here are the sentences. I will let him talk about the history. So muam ngo historyam bemtalin or bingmutarin. Let me speak of history. Ngam historysam bemuto. Or I can put this with I can suffix this with another verb, ang, that is go verb. And so here the sentences are, yesterday he let her go. Mu muam mori ang mune. He lets go always. Mu ang mukido or ang mudo. So ang mukido is ang is go verb, mu is let, ki is always, and do is present habitual. Lo locum or lo nicum, which is conditional. Lo is actually if, and cum is also. Nicum is something like if it is so. So I've come across these structures, bebalo or bingbalo, which is conditional, say plus conditional. So here is the sentence. If he speaks English in the class, I will punish him, says the teacher. So mu class lo nishi bebalo or binglo nikam ngo kaeram. This is how these suffixes are used. I've also come across reduplicated structures with locum, like nisnida locum or risrida locum. Ni or re is verb do or work. So we can say nisnida locum or risrida locum. Here da means at once. So if I say nisnida locum, it means if only the work also continued straight away. So this is very interesting. Then jakam or jakam, which means even if. So be or bing jakam is even if said. So the sentence is even if he said, I will not agree. So mu e be jakam ngo taram. Or even if you have finished doing maths, you will still have to read English. So maths sam rium jakam o English sam kam purito. So rium is Finnish verb. So rium jakam. We can also use with other verbs like give, jiku jekam, or with eat verb like depa heb jekam or de jekam, like even if eaten. Then we come across this yikam, rini, yini, lini, yam, which means while, whenever, as. So rini is spoken in Kurungkume area. Lini or yikam is spoken in Lower Subansiri area. Yini is in the Middle Belt. Yam is spoken in the capital city, Itanagar. So the structures come with mostly I have done with say verb. So this is a say verb, be ini or bingrini. So here's the sentence: Muam ngo homework matohela bingrini hahagdo. So when I tell him to do homework, he gets angry. So when saying bingrini, we can also use rini with another verb, go, angarini, like go while. So you take care of my mother while I go to the school. So nga is school angarini nga anino soya tobeka. In Galo, they use mohitkam for while, whenever, as, which is very different from Nishi. But after that, we'll find many other affixes which are similar to Nishi. King, kin, or yin, which means warn or forbid. I've suffixed with say verb. So binkin, bakin, benkin, bain, which is warning. So my sentence is, you should not speak lies. No mula binking or bakin or bayinkin or bayin ma. Ma is the negation word. Or I straight away say, I warn you to watch cinema. Cinemua ka dobe nam ngo binkin den or binkin do. I warn you to watch cinema. I've tried with positive sentences, like you should always speak English in school, like a warning, if it is possible. The native speaker said it is possible. No lukiam school lo English binking or bakin or bayindo. But they said it is more appropriate to say school lo nulu English binkito. Bing is savor, ki is always, and to is the imperative. This is more appropriate than binkin. So I tried with the suffix, with the affix bound form, ki, which means always. If this is a separate word, if this is a free word form or a bound word form, like he is always obedient. So it's like mu tega kido. So tega is a stative verb. It is possible to make it a bound form. Ki can be a bound form. It can be suffixed to tega. Or he always goes to school. Mu school ankido. And ki is also used with negative negation words, like dokiram will not always sit. Do is sit verb. Or ankiram, ang is go verb, will not always go. In this case, it appears that ki is probably clearly an affix. Dak means slight touch. If dak is suffixed to go verb, ang dak, it means short visit or courtesy visit. And if when dak is suffixed to say verb, bing dak, it means to touch the subject while talking. Lia ria. Li and ri is similar to ma and mu, which means let. And ya means wait or action in anticipation or action done later. So I have used this with the say verb. I suffix with the say verb. So belia, bingria, bingya, bea. So my sentence is, I will let you talk first in the assembly. So there are various ways of saying. I can say no belia or bingria or beata, chioto assembly lo besam, or I can say nam ngo assembly lo otuk chobe bingmu tarin or bemtain, or I can say this is the last one, besam assembly lo ngo nam bing cho ya mu tarine. So ya can be also used this way, bing cho ya mu tarine, which shows the agglutinating structure of the language. Bing is say, cho is first, ya is wait, mu is let, and tarine is future. Tal or tola. So both positive and negative. I have used with the say verb, bematal or bingmatal, which means because did not say so or instead did not say so. And bing tola or betel is because said so. So here is the sentence. Instead of not saying what is to be said, he's beating about the bush. So bing se is what is to be said. Bing se bing matola or bamatal, lungsak lungsak or lusak lusak, bingkerdo or bekerdo. So this is how it is used, so very musical. And if we use this with another word, go verb, we can also say ang matal because did not go, ang tola because he goes. Then ying and kind, it's like should, would, likely, probably, might. So re-ing will be should do, they-ing will be should eat. Like you should eat fruits. No akhi amar they-ing pa. And geeing, if we will use with the verb give, then should or might give. Or with the say verb, bingjiing or benjikind. I will read the example number 24. Would you sing a song for us? So no ngul gab bimin lo ak benjikind a. So benjikind is ben is say verb, j is benefactive, and kind is would. Ma or ram is very frequently seen in the structures which are negation words. So we say bemala, which is like did not say. So I did not say this story. I will say suku niting samgo muam bing tamma. And cannot say will be bela. So be is say verb and be or bing. La is can and ram is the negation word. But then we also have new for the word can. So bing new or be new is can say, able to say. We can make it future like bing new tari, or past negative bing new mane. So here are the sentences. I can say ngo be new do. So I can say I cannot speak English. English agam amgo gyonuma. Gyo is speak verb. Next is I could not say anything, but my friend said nicely. So ngo ge benu ma namam nga ajin alia bempa. So benu ma namam. Now I come across reduplicated structures with negation. Bempa jima or bingpa jima. So here's the sentence, example number 29. Ngul bempange bempajima hebmab mungdo. So bempange bempajima means we think that the information was not informed or passed on. So bempange bempajima, bepange bepajima. This is very nicely said. This reduplicated structures are frequently seen in the narratives. Also, we can use this similar structure with other verb groups, like verb eat, like degam a dejima or digum a dejima. Eating was not eaten, or surely we did not eat. So degam is actually the a non-finite verb, degam. That's why eating was not eaten. Or rigama rima or rigama rijima or ruzengam rijima or nigam a nijima. Re is actually in the re or ni is do verb. So did not do or doing was not done. This kind of meaning. Bu or bo is like one who. So bing bu or ben bo is one who speaks or a speaker. Or bingabu or begbu or begboy is one who leads in speaking. So I'll read one example. There is no one who can speak. So ni aku kam jijak kam bingbu or benbo or gyanbo doma. You can also use this with give verb, so jibu, which means one who gives. Kur means back. So I used with multiple verbs like ankur. Ankur is go back, rikur, do and return. Akhapkur is crying. Binkur is repeat or respond. It can be both. Jikur is give back or return. We find similar in Galo. Mekkur, which is repeat by talking. Su is self, and su comes from atusu, which means oneself. So I've come across the structures in my narratives like nis duknere or nis dukne, which means whether do or not. Or I have also come across risu dokunere, which means doing it by self. So I have elicited simple structures like these sentences. Is Taka farming by himself? Taka rekno rine sure? And the other sentence is you do by yourself. So no rizu or nizuto. This is how su is used, the verbs. Care is to do something in different directions. Now, when care is suffixed with go verb, anker or anker kuna means roam or go here and there without a specific reason. And when care is suffixed with save or being care, it means to talk in different directions. And with the give verb, jiker, it means go around giving or distribute. Sik means continuity to carry on. So risik, re is do verb, risik means continued doing. Angsik is continued going. Bingsik is continued speaking. But we also come across reduplicated structures like risik rimik or lisi lime. Lisi lime is used in lower Subanshri area. Nisi nime is used in the capital area, which again means the same, continued doing. Rap means start. So rap I found enlisted in the Nyishi dictionary as a verb, but it can be used only with action verbs, and I feel it's again a bound form, but then it's very confusing. I've come across this structure, rirap ine, which means started doing from there. So I elicited simple structures, like I started for school at 7 a.m. So it's like nga satbaji school angrapne. So it's always like used as an affix. I'm going to start my speech. Here I will say bingrap gali. Gali is again a future word like tai, tarin. So benrap gali or bingrap garin. Ngo agam ariyam benrap gali or bingrap garin. Rap is also used in Galo, like ngo iji jabrapra. So jab is speak verb, rap is start. So which means I will start speaking now. Ruk means collide, and it is also used in the sense of reciprocal word. Ruk, when suffixed with say verb, beruknam or benruknam or bingruknam, it means both talk to each other or response. With the verb see, like karuk, it means see each other. Galo has two meanings for ruk. Similarly, one is in ruk, meet each other. Menruk, men is speak verb, which also means respond and talk with each other. Turuk, give back. In Nyishi, we have another word for give back, that is rek. So bingrek is again respond. Bingruk is also respond, but bingruk also means talk to each other. Depends on the context. Reum is finish, end. So reum is finish work. De reum is finished eating. Tang reum is finished cooking. So I think reum is also a free word, and both a free word and a bound word. D is repetition or action in anticipation. D has multiple meanings. I have placed two. Bing D means speak again. Bing is say verb. Bing D also means speak in anticipation. So here is the sentence. Listen to what I'm going to speak. Ngake bing di nam sam teato. So here bing di is speak in anticipation. Galo also uses this suffix di, which means repetition. So like rudi is do again. La means capability to do something. So it's dela is capacity to eat, rila is capacity to do, angla is capacity to journey or go. So these are the three verbs I've taken. Lay is lay means beyond limit or extra. I used with multiple verbs. Re is do. So relay is work extra. Binglay is speak beyond limit. Bing is say verb. Dele, de is eat verb. So dele is eat extra. Angle, ang is go verb. Go or walk extra mile. Say means something which is done. So Bing say is that which is said. G say, G is give verb. So G say will be something to give or given. And they say, they is eat verb. They say will be something to eat or eaten. Bhik means initiate or trigger. I use this with two verbs, go and eat. Angbhik is go verb, which means walk and initiate the journey. And debhik, they is eat. Debhik means triggered for an appetite. It's very interesting. Look means put in. Look also is used in the sense of replace or exchange. So I have used with look with four verbs. Give verb, G look, which means to give into or give inside or to repay. Ka look, ka means to see. So ka look is to see in or come in to see. Te look is come in to listen. Gyo look, gyo is say verb. Gyo look is come in to speak. Then tek, tuk, roko, these all means only or alone. So we can say bitekpan, which is again used as an affix. You only sang a song, so bitekpan. We can also use give only, jitek. G is benefactive. And here are the sentences. I will sing for you. Ngo nulgab beminlo ak benchtain. So benchtain, ben is say verb, J is benefactive, and tain is future. Or I told Sita to wash clothes for you. Ngo Sita ni benji nam nag ijam niujito. So two times benefactive is used. G benefactive is also used in Galo. And here is the sentence. I will speak for you. Ngo nok agom japsam, japjira or menjira. So jap is a say verb. Men is also a say verb. So I will speak for you. Here, how it is used, G, japji or menji. Well, there are more and more affixes. It's never ending. So I was looking into the Nyishi dictionary, and I've seen that there are affixes brings so many different meanings. And in the beginning, I thought say is a very productive word, but while I'm working with affixation, I realized that it's because of affixes. Verbs are so very interesting and so very rich in Nyishi. So I just tried few words from the Nyishi dictionary, and I've seen that these can mean beginning of a speech. We have a word for beginning of a speech. It can be continuous speech. It can be uncontrolled harassment by speaking, or uncontrolled harassment by speaking, uttering word to make a person angry, ban from speaking repeatedly, to catch up in a speech, speaking up in a much faster rate, pester by speaking, final speech, the first and last speech, to let fall by speech or talk, speak the truth, speak to spread from person to person, speak in secret, speak uselessly, lightly spoken, persuasive speech, mimicking speech, speak in vain, and so many other words for speak verb, say verb. I've also seen the word eat, and I've come across these words, and there are many. I've just taken these at random so that you can have an idea of how many verbs are there for these verbs. Uh, Eat without grumbling or plan, something supposed to be eaten, teach to eat, snatch and eat, abstain from eating when sentiments are hurt as a sign of protest, finished eating, to be intoxicated by eating, feast or banquet, to kill any animal as meat and eaten together with parents or wife just before leaving their homes, difficulty in eating, place of eating, eaten to the satisfaction, eat for the first time, a block to eating, keep on eating whatever may be, and so on and so forth. So the productivity of verbs may be largely due to the extensive use of semantically rich bound word forms or affixes. And some affixes have multiple meanings, which results into different verbs. However, some verbs may be more productive than others. It is possible. On the other hand, there are different affixes showing fine shades of meaning, but when compounded with the verbal root, produces similar meaning. Like the bound word form rek, which means give back. Kur means back or returning as it is. Ruk, which means collide. When these words are compounded with the say verb bing or bay, it results into one single meaning, that is respond or answer. In addition, the regional varieties give rise to various forms of verbs, some of which are colloquial forms, as for instance, belia, as used in a lower belt, which can be replaced by bingya or bingmutarin or bingsa in the upper belt. The conditional mood is expressed by suffixing lo to the verbal roots, binglo. The other forms of usages may be bebalo, bingbalo, or binglo nikam. Many verb forms from original varieties are viewed by the informants from the upper belt as being wrongly pronounced. The present study claims that although regional varieties and the colloquial usages bring some discrepancies, the rich affixation system exists in Nyishi verbs, which is also true of other Tani languages. And there lies, of course, ample scope to do in-depth analysis in this domain. Thank you. Thank you. Any suggestions, Professor Rastogi?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bisakha, for such a nice presentation. So now I think I should ask participants if they have any question. I can see one in chat box. Does that suffix exhibit polysemy?
Which suffix?
Tak.
What is the spelling? Let me
DAK.
see. Oh, tak, is he talking about this only alone? T-A-K?
No,
The
D,
T-E-K?
D. Tak.
Oh, acha, acha. Acha, duck, acha. I got it. Let me come to this one. I think this one, slight touch.
Yes.
No, it is not a polysemy, but I believe this slight touch, when it is suffixed with different verbs, this is how it comes, the meaning. There's a reason why I'm working on these affixes. Like when it is unduck, duck actually means slight touch. But when it comes with go verb, it becomes short visit, courtesy visit. When it comes to say verb, it means slight touch. So it means touch the subject while talking.
Can I supplement on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Question.
Mas.
The slight touch is suppose like this. If I touch like a slight touch,
Yeah.
does it? I think the question is about that. Whether that also means of the slight touching with the finger on the on body.
Okay.
You are saying that touching the subject,
Yeah.
the small amount of the topic has touched slightly,
Yeah. Slight touch. Yeah.
slight touch to some other subject.
So you mean the slight touch in body?
Yes.
What can this be? I will have to ask.
But this duck does not cover on that.
No, duck. Duck is always used as a suffix for the verbs, and I have only collected these two verbs, angdak and
Oh
hindak.
yes, this
It's an
is
ongoing
suffix.
research,
Yes.
and so this is how the meaning becomes when it goes with the go verb and with the say verb. Actually, I started my work with say verb, so I have most example with say verb, and after that I started working exhaustively with affixation. So I was looking into more verbs to understand affixation system.
And I have one question. It
Yes,
is of
please.
the translation that you said in one sentence, you only sang a song.
Oh, so will you sing a song?
No, you in one of the sentences you have translated as you only sang a song.
Oh yeah. You, acha, you sang a song. Acha, I got it. Yes. This is the tech. I think we're talking about. Yes. Yeah. This one, right? You only sang a song. It's you see. I was very surprised actually. Uh, this this word only or alone. How this is used? This is also used as a suffix. Uh, like sentence. You only sang a song because you only sang a song, and you probably did not recite a poem, because I have elicited simple structures in this kind of sentence. Like you have only
yes. To me, the translation has different meanings.
Okay.
Either you only, not others, sang a song, or you sang only a song, or
it can be both.
It can be both.
Yeah,
Achha.
it can be both. Because in that case, I will have to make a longer sentence, for the context. But well, yes, this is a very good point. In that case, I will just mark this because I am still working on this. This is a very good point, actually. But so far as my understanding goes, the same thing will be there, but the structure will be more. There will be more words to say this. No, bemin bitakpan. Yeah. You mean that only one person, you were the only person who sang a song and there were no one else? It can be that also.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a Mosam. You
Yes,
want to ask something?
Yes.
Satrupla, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, I have unmuted myself. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Actually, Bisakha, I want to know about your reduplicated structures in Nyishi. You have mentioned that examples like Lishi, Lime, or like that, as far as I remember.
Yes.
What we find from the structural viewpoint, that the first segment is only repeated. The second segment is the second syllable is not repeated.
Yeah, it's
in
partial.
That case,
partial.
partial. So is it word reduplication in the full reduplication you will call, or it will come under expressives? That is my question. That will actually the semantic load it has, that will explain whether it is a expressive or full reduplication or word reduplication. Because full reduplication is not possible. It is not full reduplication. It is not full reduplication.
No.
So what does Li has any meaning?
Re has meaning, of course, but remake has no meaning. You
No,
see, re has meaning. Re is do verb.
Yes.
Sick
And
is continued.
what is the structure of reduplication? That I want to know.
No, I'm saying that it is.
Lishi lime, you have mentioned as far as I remember, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it's there. I have also. I'm seeing. I can see in the screen. It's
Yes.
Lisi lime. You see, Lisi lime is something. You see, sick has become C in Lower Subansiri district. This is just a dialectal variation.
Okay, fine.
But let us consider it in Risik remik. Then you are right. Mik has no meaning. Okay, re has meaning. Re is verb do or work.
Okay.
And resik is actually the word. Resik means continue doing, but it is also used as a partial reduplicated structure like risik remik. But in lower
remik,
lisik.
Okay.
Lisik
Okay.
remik.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And re has a meaning, and when
Yes.
it is risik, it has meaning. But when it comes to remik, this syllable
has no meaning. No meaning.
Mick has got no meaning. Oh,
no meaning.
Then of course it is partial reduplication. In that case, can we call it expressive?
I think we can call it because Mick has no meaning. It is possible to call it expressive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Asarupa.
Thank you for your brilliant presentation.
Thank you.
Then I think some more questions are there. There's one from Sarah also.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Do you want me to read it, or are you?
Yeah. No, please read it for me.
Yeah. Well, I congratulate Dr. Bisakha for the research which has directly analyzed the rich morphology of these languages. It is a beautiful presentation. I have just one query. Have you ever looked into the historical development of morphology?
Historical development
of these languages?
No. No, I have not looked into this. I think this is going to help me, but I have not actually. I have started soon after my post graduation. I did my field work, and I have recorded some narratives, and I have recorded political speech. And in the political speech, because I wanted spontaneous data, and from the political speech, astonishingly, I got say verbs like 80, I think 80, 89, I think I got say verbs. So I started working on say verbs. And when I worked on say verbs, I realized that I should also work on other verbs. And this is how I started, but I have not seen the historical development.
And one more question is there, Bisakha. Very interesting presentation, Bisakha. I was curious about the glossing in example number 9 and 10.
Oh, okay. 9.
This Samhita Bharadwaj.
Okay. Okay. Oh, miye na, miye bejakam. Actually, sorry, I should have written here. This is be is say verb, and jakam is like even if, but I have written it even if said. So probably this is creating any confusion. Even she can speak to me. I think mu is third person singular. Muye is actor, probably adjective marker. Muye, and bejakam, be is say verb, and jakam is even if. Mo is first singular, and tai ram, tai is listen, and ram is the negation word. So even if he said, I will not agree. And 9 and 10, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, 10 is again Rium Jakam Ho. Well, yeah.
Bisakha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So my confusion is actually with the ho part, because in 10 you have marked the meaning of ho as if, but in 9 you have the affix is not there, but the even if meaning is there. So what is the difference between these two?
No, it is nothing like that. Jakam is actually even if. But you see, because the language is not standardized. And I have, as you see, I've collected so many dialectal variations. Okay. So when I asked the native speaker, Jakam is even if, why ho? What is ho? They said it is like something like if. So this is like a, like a discourse marker. Ho, they are using it ho. But Jakam is actually even if.
Is it like an emphatic marker, ho, instead of if?
That I have to find out, because the native speakers, according to they gave me more sentences where they are using ho also.
With Jakam?
Mm.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Let me ask one more on this. Even if he said,
Yeah.
I will not agree. Why did you translate this as said, not says? Even if he says, can it not be translated as even if he says?
It is possible.
Yes,
But as I said, this is all the languages are so very, this sometimes it is not, the grammar is not given so correctly, like, because most sentences are like spontaneous data. Okay, narratives, from there I have taken it. So of course it can be, even if he says, but it is not says, it is bejakam. It is even if he said actually, ngotairam. But I think I will have to see more, and I will have to ask them that if it is even if he says. But I will mark this sentence. Thank you, Mosel.
And let me come to the another word, another affixation, care. Can we look at the care?
Sorry?
K-E-R, care.
Oh, care, yeah. The suffix.
The
care,
suffix.
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, roam or go here and there without specific reasons. So here, go around or giving distribute. So, so going around, going here and there.
Yeah.
Can we also apply this to speaking this and that?
Yeah, speaking to talk in different direction, to speak this and that.
Okay.
Binker, it's like we can say Binker is like beating about the bush. That is also possible.
Okay.
Because there was a sentence there, Binker I have used, where it's like beating about the bush, talking things here and there. It's possible. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Samita, thank you so much. I will again ask the informants about the whole thing. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Sure. It's a great presentation.
Thank you.
So, any more? I think anyone asked something? We have some time, so we can. I think that's the end of your discussion. And once again, thank you very much, Bisakha. And definitely, it was a very wonderful presentation. And I really like the semantic part, in which it was amazing, because I think you are still working, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Lots of work has to be done, right? But your presentation definitely enlightened us and gave us things to ponder also.
Yeah.
And
it's a great help actually, because presenting also, like when all are giving some suggestions and asking questions, that actually helps me to get to work more on this and give ideas.
Thanks. This was the idea of starting this series, Bisakha, for Cell by Cell, just to give a platform to our members and researchers, where we can informally and easily discuss our research and present the work presently, either we have done earlier or doing presently.
Yes. It is really very helpful. And I'm really grateful to Sarah that Thank you for her important comment. This
Yeah.
is actually, I think I should see the historical development, but this is not my major research area. But Nyishi is a very beautiful language, and I really want to work more on this. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. And Sarah, we know that you are not well, but you are here. Thank you very much. So bye-bye, and hope to meet you all on 23rd, next Friday.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you. Sarah is here. Hi, Sarah.
Has really bad throat.
Never mind, Sarah. You unmute yourself.
Even if I unmute, I cannot talk to you. I will talk to you later.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Take care, dear. God bless you.
Congratulations.
Take care.
Thank you, Kavita. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Congratulations. Bye.